It's April 30th, 2024. Um, I'm just making this video because it is, I started after the break in the ankle. I started back at work, was doing 4 hours, and 4 hours was a stretch. But then they bumped me up to 6 hours, which now I'm trying to carry through. Um, but today, for some reason, and today's not the only day, well, today there's even more. There's the whole body hurts, not just the ankle, but mostly lower extremities. Um, Even with the compression socks on, and there's the smell of nitrogen is back. I haven't had the smell of nitrogen in a long time, but it smells like some kind of chemical ammonia, like industrialized cleaner. I don't know where it could have come from. Yesterday we went to Bobby's funeral. We ate out at a restaurant. It's the only thing different that I did. Today, though, almost like when someone eats asparagus and then there's a specific odor. For some reason, there's just this ammonia, and it's the whole body hurts. I'm walking like I'm in my 80s. My son says I'm waddling or I'm shuffling. I'm inside of this. Again, it's the United States of America with a Federal Reserve note, an ONE, and an In God We Trust. There's a Jackson with the White House. And it is just the kind of pain, like standing 6 hours. Like to even say that I'm in as much pain as I'm in is like an embarrassment. Like, how could you not stand for 6 hours? Under normal circumstances, I'd push through it. I try, and I do, but there's something biomechanically not right. And with that and the presence of a smell of nitrogen is what is concerning to me. Um, and in the particular store that I'm working at the register, when I leave, there's almost like this granular, I don't know what, that requires um, a level of cleansing. I don't know, like, again, but and I don't have a testing facility. Like, I don't know where to go to have it swabbed to see what it could be, because it just seems like an unnatural process for the level of, I mean, it almost feels like a grit on a sandpaper when you touch the skin after a shift, um, which doesn't really happen a lot of places. Almost how when it's like high pollen count outside and you have like a really shiny coat on you on the car, and then the car sits in the driveway for like a 24-hour period, and then you walk past it and you see the pollen on the hood of the car, and you just know that it's not the shiny coat anymore, and there's something that is just sitting on the top layer of the hood. Like, you're not crazy, you can actually see it. Well, in this case, I can't see the layer of pollen on my epidermis, but it just feels like, to the touch, by tactile, it just feels like there's something in the unnatural category. And again, I don't know if it's microbiological. Um, I don't know if it's just regular, like, staph. I don't know the category of it, but the other symptoms that I'm working through, is the circulation just standing at the register. I just feel like my lower extremities, like gravity is just really heavy from the waist to the feet. Um, I don't know if it's something in a heavy metal category. Like, biochemically, I'm just not sure. I don't even know how to go to the doctor and ask for the correct test to be done because I don't know what it's called. Um, to see, like, to check levels. Level of what? I don't know. Um, but lower extremity, I can't lose weight. Lower extremities feel extremely heavy, cumbersome. The joints are aching. And then, like, overnight, if I lay down and I get back up, I just feel like I've been in a very intense workout. Meanwhile, I haven't really done much of anything other than just stand. But at this physiological state, with being off of homeostasis and not knowing what caused the off of homeostasis, it is very painful, and it's the kind of pain where, like, an Aleve or an ibuprofen is not even touching the level of just constant awareness that something is wrong. And if I sit still, the pain comes and goes in waves, but it's when I stand and I try to shift my weight, that's where I really feel like the totality of gravity at this point. It just feels like gravity is really heavy at times. And again, nitrogenous smell is back, so I don't know if that's at a specific gravity level. Now I'm gonna have to keep an eye on, um, like, the diffusion and osmosis, um, at a UTI level, or UA level. But again, I don't have sophisticated tests. I only have, like, gross observation, just to know at some level, to confirm for myself something is off. I just don't know how to interact with a medical professional, um, in order to get the help that I need in order to bring myself back towards homeostasis. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cataruza. But it's, like, I just feel like I'm pulling for air, like, oxygen wise. And I'm shuffling. I mean, my son says I'm waddling, but I really feel like it's shuffling. Um, Something's off, and I don't know how to, like, counterbalance it. Um, It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cataruza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxies, broken. I was on surveillance camera today for 6 hours at the store, um, for whatever that was. Oh, and at the same time, I asked two different managers because I don't really know what's going on. Like, I don't know how to sign up for one. I don't know how it functions. I don't know like, I've heard in just passing that there's something called a Google Wallet or an Apple Pay. I have no idea that level of technology. I don't use it. I don't touch it, but people are using it around me. And the way the process worked at the register for the store, from what I've been told, is that when there's a tax exempt customer, which, again, I don't know how you even get to a tax exempt status, but whomever is allowed to be tax exempt, they come with special paper on surveillance camera. The manager's involved, there's a key involved. It's whatever, and the whatever that manages that, and makes that policy and authority. Um, but what I'm noticing now is that there was a woman who came up, in one instance, where she was using something called Instacart, and it was tax exempting. She was using Apple Pay, and at the terminal where she tapped it, on my side, it turned it tax exempt. And then, so I don't know how taxes are being collected on that. That's concerning to me. I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't know. So I asked my manager. Manager said like, and I was like, I just want to make sure I'm not getting in trouble, because I mean, like, this, there's a manager, a key, there's papers involved with tax exempt, and now they're just coming up and tapping and squeezing like the, and I don't want to. So that's the whatever, and the whatever, just a CYA. And then there's a second situation that happened, um where they tapped it, but I don't know if it was Instacart related. Um, and then of course there was the secular professional that came in, but he had papers, and the manager was involved, a tax exempt for him. So I had like three different instances that I was aware of. But this new, just like self-service tax exempt, I'm just concerned for, because like I don't know how that works, but I'm noticing it at the register. Um, and so and that's going on at the same time that I'm having all these physiological concerns. There's just layers of concerns built into this one message at the moment.